So deserts are not always all about sand dunes. I know when people think about desert, especially the Namib Desert, one thinks of these rolling sand dunes for miles and miles and miles, but actually it can get extremely rocky. My name is Peter van Kets. Welcome back to my channel. This is Wild Journeys. So this ride that I'm doing on Beyond the Desert Edge is an incredible journey, and we are now moving properly out of like sand dune desert area into a rocky concession called Palmwag Concession, full of desert elephants, full of desert lion. In my next episode I'm actually going to have an experience with some desert lions, but in this episode we see a huge male elephant come into our campsite in a dry riverbed, chasing another female. It's in must. So another excellent episode. Please, if you like this episode, subscribe, send me a message, tell me what you think about this program. We'll see you next week. Day 6 started, it was a brilliant day out there. I managed to get my head in the right space, and we had that massive uphill. But and I continued cycling past the place that we were going to camp for the night of day 6. And so the next morning we had to get up early and drive about 46 kilometers further down the road before they could actually just drop me off to start my ride. The terrain has started to change quite dramatically now. It's become extremely rocky, extremely bumpy. It's a rough ride. But we woke up in the morning of the 7th. Heavy mist and dew all around, and it's amazing to see how much life comes out when this dew has been around. It really does feed the little desert creatures quite a lot. But it wasn't long. We're back on our bikes, preparing, eating, getting the bike sorted for a really tough ride, and I think the giant bikes have really withstood incredible beating up to now. With a lot of rocks, sand. I'm really happy with the bike. It's going so well. Jacques and I spent the first 25 or 30 kilometers together on the bike, so it was nice catching up with him again. Although it's great being on the bike on your own, and it has its drawbacks as well, and one of them is safety. So having Jacques with me has been fantastic. We found some agates in this one big agate outcrop that was on a hill. We just came over the hill, and there were these agates. It was amazing. It's starting to get hot as well, so hydration has become important. We're in the mountains in the Palmwag Concession, so there's a lot of game around. There's desert rhino, desert elephant, there's a lot of lion about, and so my separation from the guys in the vehicles is becoming quite important now, so that we can keep tabs on each other, etc. The terrain that these Isuzus are driving through with their Dunlop tires is fierce on both the vehicles and the tires, but the tires have really withstood a pounding. I mean, I actually can't believe it, and I know that Dunlop are our sponsor, but I am super chuffed with how they are going. I've had to use chicken as ice therapy for my ankles, for my Achilles. And while I was doing that, we actually had a visit from a pair of desert elephants that came in the Achab River where we're camping. Pete and Jacques went out to find them, and they came across this snake that we're not 100% sure what it is, but it kind of went for Pete. Pete ran. We got back, and just the final preparations for the next few days. Everything's kind of changing once we leave the Palmwag Concession. We look forward to sharing that with you over the next few days.